What's up, everyone?
What's going on?
You are now tuned into the Justbarewithus Podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while, but we are back.
Facts.
How does everyone feel?
You know, another day blessed.
There you go. Blessed and highly favored.
You know what I'm saying? Really blessed.
Amen on that.
I
Amen.
feel like I'm ready to record.
Record?
There we go.
I mean, we are recording.
We are recording, so it's all good. Before we go into, the real stuff, how's everyone feeling though? How's life been for everybody?
You know, it's been a wild year. You know what I'm saying? To say the least.
Mm-hmm.
But, we're blessed. You know, everybody's still here, healthy.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Everything's straight. Everything's good. What about y'all?
It's been very interesting. A lot of exciting things have been
Yeah,
happening in my life.
For
I won't
sure.
really discuss it right now, but eventually I'm going to make sure I tell that story on this podcast. It's going to be a story that everyone should get.
Decades.
Yeah, that's going to be a story
That's
it's a lifetime. That's a moment right there.
Sure.
But we'll talk about that another time. What about you, Joe? How's life been?
Good, man. Just blessed, like Stan said, in good health.
Mm-hmm.
Focus, working. That's it. Only goal right now.
There we go. All right, bet. Let's get into it. So before each podcast, we'd like to begin with the EYE, Elevate Yourself Every Day statement of the day, which is going to be ask people how they're doing and really mean it, right? Like really mean it. A lot of times we might walk up to somebody and be like, hey, how you doing? But we don't really
But people even say that. And you can say that right now, and you can really say really mean it, but people not like, how do you know you really mean that? Like,
well, for you as a person, if I'm coming up to you and I ask you how you doing, I should really be engaged in that conversation afterwards.
Right.
Not just saying it just because, really mean it.
Everybody not like you.
Well, no, everyone's not like me, but you would hope people are really engaged when they say that. How are you? And really mean it, because by you taking that time to stop and ask someone that question right there might be a difference maker in someone's life.
That's true. That's right.
Someone might be going through something. By you taking that time to ask them that, they can really open up and reveal what they're going through, which can be life changing.
Yeah.
So you should really stop and ask people, your friends, your family members. Life goes on, and sometimes we don't really check in with people. We don't know what people are going through. Check in with them and ask them how they're doing, but really mean it and really being engaged in that conversation. Any thoughts on that?
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, like you said, you don't know what people are going through. And, you might just be that person. I had a lady at my job.
Mm-hmm.
She was real stressed out, and she was trying to get her children checked in or whatever for medical purposes. And she was like, can they stay by themselves? It's no one's helping me or whatever, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So she they're of age that they could be seen by themselves by a doctor, but no one was really giving her straight answers or helping her. And she had a job interview, so that's why she was trying to leave them so she can go get to her job interview. But no one was really understanding what she was saying. No one was really talking to her. So that could be really stressful. So something as easy as all right, don't worry about it. I got it. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Take care, and then go to your interview.
Right.
Something as small as that could have changed her perspective about your business, how people operate in general.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
And you might be that person that has the answer that they need, right? And if you never stopped to take the time to ask them how they're doing, how's life been, you would never know that. Yeah. You could be that person, that missing key to what they're going through.
That's right.
So
again, what's the EYE stand for? What's the what is that?
EYE.
What is that?
EYE. Elevate Yourself Every Day is a positive lifestyle brand that just promotes positivity. It promotes evolving as a person each and every day. And along that journey of you evolving, you're helping someone else do the same thing. So elevate yourself every day. You know, a little promo, little promo.
For sure.
And so now we're transitioning into the financials, which is very important.
Financial tips of the week. You know, this is the day right before tax day, 2021, last day. So if you do, you know, a lot of people have been hitting me up as far as, you know, last minute. Of course, you know, everybody hit me last minute. So I advise you to get an extension if you need to, because you have automatic 6 months, which it pushes you back to October. So if you need to make an extension, just, you know, let me know, and I can get that for you. Actually, I do know some good accountants too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know some accountants.
Yeah, I do know some good accountants, and it's my word. So if y'all know me, I can put you in touch with them. And
what's their name? What's that business name?
It's called Account for You Services. That's what it's called. Yeah.
People been talking about them. Like
they're pretty good. I think they're pretty good. I went there, got my taxes done, so I think they're pretty good.
Okay.
And they you know, they're quick, responsive. All, you know, that's just my experience, but you know, so
I've sent a few people over there. They have good reviews as well.
What's their name again?
Account for You Services.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So please check them out.
Yeah. Taxes. They do taxes. They do bookkeeping. If you need for business, they do any financial planning. If you need type of, you know, any financial planning in the future, or, you know, and then payroll too. We also do payroll. So
nice. Payroll too. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, perfect.
All right, bet. All right, so let's get into some of these good questions that we have. The first question is going to be: everyone on this podcast has gone to college. We've graduated from college.
Right.
But do we believe that college really has benefits? Like, if we can go back, will we still go? Like, is college really beneficial to us?
College is a scam, period. I think. Straight up.
Way to come out and say it.
You know what I'm saying? College is a scam. But in my field of work, I don't think I'll be able to do what I do now without college. If I'm keeping it 100.
Okay.
But if I had a mindset though of what I have now before I went to college, I think I would have been way off better.
Right.
But I don't know what type of industry I'd be in. Sometimes I would own my type of business, but I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. So I mean, it's just to keep it all the way 100. It's a scam, but like, you gotta make sure you just, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta, all right, they got me on that one. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm not, now I know I'm getting to the game. All right, bet. So now it's like, I can't go make, you know what I'm saying, go back or whatever. So
okay,
that's me.
I think it has its benefits and it has its disadvantages. So, of course, number one, everybody's disadvantage is student loans. Like, you had to take student loans out, like, you understand how
that's what a scam is.
Right. That's the main scam. But that's the worst part about it, I would say. But I think it benefits you because it teaches you how, in a sense, to network in society. Because, like, when you're coming from high school, you know what I'm saying, you're not really understanding how to network with people. Now, when you get to college, you're on your own. You're independent. So you have to figure these things out on your own, what classes you need to take, what groups you need to be in, study groups, all those different things. So,
but a lot of people go in there just to go for bullshit, and that's just waste of bread. Like,
I mean, some people do that. Like, I mean, but at the end of the day, you know.
But that experience is that college, like HBCU.
It was fun. Like, we had fun.
Parties.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
Like,
parties.
you know what I'm saying? So that experience, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
And sometimes, you know, before you go off to college, you're living in a structured environment with our parents. They put you on a schedule or when to go up, when to get up and stuff like that. When, you know what I'm saying, go to school. Once you're in college, you know, it kind of gave a better sense of time management.
Yeah. Well,
and now it's all, for me, like, it's all on me. Like,
right.
if I'm going to wake up to go to class, when I'm going to study, it's like real time management.
No, I never forget the story you told me. You was like, yo, I had no break. Like, it was time where you was like taking a lot of credit.
Oh,
yeah. You was on it. You like, you wasn't playing no games. Like, you just study and go to sleep. Like, work, study in school.
It was like 20 some credits. No time. Wake up, library, class, back to library, home. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But it depends on what field, like you mentioned. It depends on what field you're going into. Like, if you're trying to be a doctor or like a lawyer, you have to go to school to get into that profession. if you're not going into professional, you need college. Don't go. Don't waste your time. Especially don't waste your money. A lot of the stuff, as you know, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, you can learn by mentors, mentorship. Like you can
pay that cheaper. That's a cheaper route.
Definitely,
that's a cheaper route. That could be 10 grand, and then get you in the game,
right?
And you know what I'm saying? You there. So.
Learn on the job, like instead of going to class, going to school, wasting all this money.
I didn't learn anything. I learned, of course, but like it's real life on experience. Like that's where you get the real knowledge. Because when you mess up, you're like, oh damn, I messed up. Like school is just like, oh, I'm gonna cram. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cram something in for a test. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got no basic stuff, like, but like the actual job experience for me personally, I think is better. You know what I'm saying? If I was to, then really school, right? But then, like again, I said, certain industries you gotta go. You need it. Gotta go through the scam route.
But even though, like, if you look at it like this, like, if somebody's coming into school, essentially, right, or let's say school doesn't work out for you, that's not your route. Like, you can get certified in IT, you can get certified in HR, you can get all these certifications.
Certifications is more than degrees for real.
And it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee of a job.
Certifications is certified. Yeah, exactly. So the IT field is better. Like my man B, shout out B Mobile. Shout out to B. He teaches a class or whatever, and you get, once you pass that class, you can get a job like in IT making $100 off that. It's like 3-6 months, I think, if I'm not correct. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, 3-6 months, you take that. It's a hard test, but you got to really be on it. Right. And then once and that IT field is a whole other game too. So yeah, so I mean, it's all. Hey man, listen, I don't know about that school stuff. Me now. Like, hold on. So would you encourage your kids though to go to college, knowing what you know now, knowing what y'all know now? Like.
So with me, I have, I have a son, and I'm not going to encourage like, hey, you need to go to school. Like it's not going to be like it's not going to be mandatory, right? All depends on what he's trying to do, and if he can get some scholarships and you want to go ahead. But I'm not about to send you to school you're not about to waste my time. I'm not going to put you in a position where you're wasting your time. And I'm not going to put you in a position where you're going to be in debt. Okay, so I'm going to try to put him in position over the course of his life to be like an owner, to own different businesses, so he can like determine his path. Like it's not going to be dictated off a system. A system's not going to dictate like how he enjoys his life.
I have 2 questions. All right, so look. Okay, so what if when you start having those conversations, what age do you think as a new father? Right. And then 2, what if he just don't want to be that? What if he don't want to do that route as far as entrepreneur? That's just not him. He just wants to, be comfortable as a employee, a high skill employee. Right. He just don't want that because you can't have everybody wants that. So what type of?
To me, it's simple. At the end of the day, I want my son and my daughter to be happy, right? And I'm going to encourage that. I want you to be happy and follow your dreams in life, because I already lived my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put what I want for you. At the end of the day, I want you to, make your decision, and I'm going to stand by it. So if that's the route he wants to go, I'm going to make sure I'm putting him in the best position to go on that route. As a father, that's my goal. That's what I'm supposed to do, is put him in the best position for him to blossom in whatever field he wants.
Okay.
I agree with that. I mean, I don't believe in like forcing them to do that. But I think you should put it all on the table. Like, these are the routes you can go. Yeah. Like, you're 18 now. Like, you got to make this decision. I can't make this one for you. If you want to take a year off to see, if you want to take this route or that route. But just know, like, if you take that year off and you decide to go to school, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to play catch up essentially. Because you're not coming in, well, not catch up because you're starting as a freshman, but you'll be a year behind your other classmates. So, you got to weigh these decisions in and then see specifically which one's going to work for you. And whatever route you decide, like, I'll support you, but at the end of the day, we got to put a plan in place at some point in time before, all these things start to come up. Okay. You can't be planning that, like, 3 months after school, starts, and then I want to go to school.
Yeah,
Like you
skip
said.
that.
I mean, yeah, that's real.
Skip that. Well, this kind of goes into like our next question, right? We've all graduated and we're all in our field of work, and we're starting to acquire status, right, in our field of work, right? Mm-hmm. So with that acquired status, and it brings us to a certain class. Does that affect dating? Like, as far as dating, would you date in a class above or a class underneath or a status underneath you? Does that make sense?
No, that's real.
Like, as men now, we've reached a certain status. When we date, are we trying to date above? What if the woman that you're trying to date, her status is a little less than you? How is that?
I don't look at none of that.
Okay.
I don't look at none of that foolishness.
Okay.
What is that? What's that?
Gotcha.
Like, what the heck? Who are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Status. What?
Right.
What does what so-called status got to do with who you are as a person? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at, okay, first of all, are you loyal? What type of, you know what I'm saying? What type of conversations, like, you know, where you mental at?
Right.
All this extra rah stuff. Like, we're not getting, like, I don't even get, like, who are you? I don't have real conversations, tough conversations, and you really get to know who that person is. Mm-hmm. And then, you know what I'm saying? All the extra stuff is extra, but like, I don't even know what that means.
Is your viewpoint like that because you're a man? Like, it's because we're men, like, we view it like, because with women, you know, women nowadays, like, hey, if you're not on this level making this type of money, I'm not banging with you.
Yeah, that's
right.
But we can't say that's
not every woman, of course not.
You can't generalize that, but
there's a lot of women out there that think like that.
Yeah, there is.
Go ahead. You always say I'm butting in. You always say I'm butting in, so I'm gonna let you live.
Okay. This is new. I don't know how to react. This is new. I'm just saying in general, like, I don't believe in that per se.
Gotcha.
Like, you like who you like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, regardless of what class, what status they're in, like, you're gonna like the person you like.
Mm.
And for someone to say, like, should you date a certain class or should you date a certain status, you're already putting yourself in a situation where you may date somebody that's in your status or your class, but they don't treat you the same way as that person who's not. You know what I'm saying? So, like, say for example, you got a lot of money, right? And they say you should date only people with money,
right?
But you come into somebody who doesn't have any money. You know what I'm saying? And they may uplift you more than that person that's in your status because they've grown up a different way. They've seen things a different way. If you look at, for an example, I think it's one of the twins. I think Tia Mowry. Like, she met her husband when he was like broke. He wasn't an actor or anything.
But those women don't exist. They don't.
But I'm just saying for that example. I'm just saying that example. Like, she met her husband when he was broke.
If that story's real, you know, people be lying about that too.
Right.
Well, but
yeah, I get you.
And she basically kind of like, in a sense, like, helped him get into his career, but he also helped her become, you know, who she is. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't believe that a certain status or class is what makes you. It's the person.
There you go. Key. That was key right there.
What are you?
No, I agree with both of y'all statements. You like who you like.
Yeah.
No matter what your status is, like, you like who you like, and like you said, it's not what is the status like that shouldn't even come into play when I'm trying to pursue you as a woman, like.
But like the mindset,
the mental stimulation,
it's gone.
Mental stimulation. I know women think like men, we don't want that, but we want mental stimulation too. Right. So if we can get that, then let's rock out. Yeah. Skip the status of how much you make or how little you make. Can we connect?
Right.
That's the most important thing. Can we connect?
Because as men, we gonna hold our own regardless. Like we going through what we gotta do. But, like, you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about?
All right, bet. Next question. Does marriage or relationships make financial obligations easier or harder?
I mean, I think that's more.
Well, I can answer that too, but as people that are eventually going to be in relationships, I mean, that's something that you're going to have to come across too. But I
hold on. Say this.
Does in a relationship or marriage, there's a financial obligation make it easier or harder?
I think it's both. Like, it's harder because now you have to balance not only your personal money, but her personal money as well for all the expenses you guys have together.
Right.
But it's also easier because now you have a partner that can help you with, like, say for an example, you're buying a house. Like, you might not have been able to do that on your own, but now because you have a significant other where you can actually put money towards a house. So it's kind of like a balance. Like, it is and it isn't.
I think, like you said, it is easier and it could be harder, but it all depends on, people's spending habits and how they view money. Their relationship with money could play like a major role, right? I could be a person that thinks about saving and investment, but your spouse or your girlfriend might be thinking like, look, we got this money, I'm trying to spend it. I see this bag, I'm trying to buy it. I see this car, I'm trying to buy it. So it could make it easier because, like you said, you have someone that you could like rely on, and y'all bringing y'all funds, y'all mindset together to make things happen. But at the same time, if you with someone that don't got that same frame of mind as you,
that's what I'm saying.
As far as finances, then boom, that shit is gonna be
right. That's that goes back to our last previous segment where who are you? You know what I'm saying? That's where you get to know who the person is, and then we come together and let's make a plan. Let's communicate. All right,
communication.
You know what I'm saying? Let's make a goal towards this. This is what we about to do. If you're on the same page, you get to know that person. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? We on the same page. We about to do this. All right, so what's the strategy now? You know what I'm saying? Let's sit down and like really discuss, not just, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not like in middle school anymore. Like it's just like real life type.
So these conversations you have before even getting into a relationship?
No. You got to get to know the person, right? This is where I get back to like the status part. Like, okay, I don't give a damn about what like who are you as a person. Then within those conversations, they can reveal certain things. You can see, okay, that's her strength or weakness, or y'all can start having that conversation. Like,
I guess your financial savviness, could that be a deal breaker? Like in a relationship, like if you find out, like, all right, we've been talking, everything's going smoothly, but now I find out like she's not good with her finances.
No, I can put her on game. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's if she's willing to learn.
That's
there you
go. The key
that's if she's willing to learn.
Willing to learn.
You know what I'm saying? Because if she's willing to learn. That's not a deal breaker for me.
But what if she like you trying to put her on game, but it's not
well,
connecting?
Then
she gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
You're not really on the page, so it's like, what are you talking about?
Okay. All right. Perfect.
It's not that.
It's not that hard, right?
It's not that hard to say.
I remember from college, one of my teachers, I had sociology, and he was basically saying that you should always put 80%, like the 80% of the funds go towards all your expenses, like house, cars, student loans, whatever. But you should both take 10% for yourself so that you can do things that you want to do as well. But the majority of the money should be basically for your actual expenses. The 10% that you take for yourself, you can use to do whatever. If you want to save, invest, whatever.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Well, no.
Percentage-wise, I just don't necessarily.
Well, I mean, you could
say 80% on expenses is high.
I'm about to say why? Like that's what I'm saying. That what she's saying could add some.
Yeah, I'm just saying like for the hardest thing, if people and I learned this from a financial advisor that I've been studying. If you can really live off of 40%, now that's the hardest thing you can do because that's really like
discipline.
Like if you really can live off 40 and then the rest, that 10%. I don't know y'all spiritual, whatever, just tithe, whatever the case may be. But y'all can in the other 60 or 50 because you do the 10%. If y'all could like, that's where you can invest in in 5 years, bro. That can turn into like big like transition
gains, right?
You know what I'm saying? That can really do some work, but it's hard to live off that 40% of your income. That's very hard. Like
the way how people trying to live. And
it's very, now
on social media
and now that like the whole scam of what's going on, like everything's they inflation's gonna be crazy. So it's like now it's even harder. It's like, all right, man, see, you got big game. Now it's like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying? You just really gotta like see what's going on and really strategize. Okay, back. This is what I gotta do because they're not playing fair. Like they're not playing fair as far as money wise. Just giving a game out here. They really going. It's going to be like rich and the poor. To be honest, like they're stretching this out. There's no middle class, so it's like it's very important where people's got to be paying attention to your funds, like, not just spending. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all. Okay.
Talking about multiple streams, right? Talking about like managing your funds, right? Sometimes we gotta manage our funds when we're trying to take a woman out on a date, like, or we don't always gotta go to the most fanciest restaurant. And so, what would be a good place to take a woman out to eat? What's a good spot?
Question. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a section where we tell you where you can kind of meet your budgets. Even if you want to go to a lavish restaurant or whatever the case, this is the place to go. So for today, it's going to be Georgia Peach. Now, I've talked about Georgia Peach before, but it's so good. Like, I just got to talk about it again. So this is like,
where is Georgia Peach at?
Georgia Peach is in Baltimore County, like Catonsville, Woodlawn area. So basically, with Georgia Peach, it's like it's one stop soul food restaurant. I can't name anything that I haven't had there that's not good. They have whiting fish, they have salmon for Stan because he likes salmon. They got the vegetables, they got yams. I mean, like anything you can think of is there. So definitely go check them out. Like I said, they're down in Catonsville area, Woodlawn area. It's right actually next to Security Square Mall. If you're familiar in Maryland, but that's it.
So if people are trying to get like more insight or reviews on restaurants on where to go to eat, like how can they find this information out?
So there is an Instagram page where I have been posting. I'm actually going to be working on some other things that Wayne has pushed me towards. So I'm gonna start focusing on that as well. But it's going to be @_the food run. So it's on Instagram. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Fellas, I think this was an awesome episode.
Yeah.
Listeners and viewers, we appreciate you coming by to listen, to view the Just Bear With Us podcast.
Yeah.
We still trying to get our stuff together. We still trying to figure this out.
Hey, just to let y'all know, if y'all hear any snoring, that's my nigga Cam in the background, knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Just bear with us. You know what I'm saying? Some people just fall asleep on us. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah.
Please go on Instagram. Check us out on the Just Bear With Us on Instagram. Our Twitter is
Justbarewithus because I knew you wasn't going to remember that.
Personal handles. You can catch me on Instagram at Evolving Wayne. You can catch the Positive Lifestyle brand EYE at Elevate Yourself Every Day on Instagram.
Yeah, personal Stand Man RF. The accounting firm I was telling you earlier about. It's A4U service. Y'all can go check them out. They're really good people.
Check them out soon. Taxes is about to
running out tomorrow.
Yep. So,
and then, of course, for me, it's at J.Josiah for my personal one. And then, of course, I've already said @_the food run. That's where I'll be giving you the rundown on all the different restaurants that I go to.
All right. And we out.